EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Carolina Panthers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2. But his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Here's 2nd and 8. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It's a gain of 35. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Elliott.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Bonds. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Off the bootleg. Bonds gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot. And they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out. I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores. Could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
4 yards the pickup. First down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on first down. Bonds.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Did you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
On 1st and 10, Bonds. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A great play there. 41 yards.
And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football, and that's exactly what happened there.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Washington offense set to take over.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world. But just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing when you run down, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Looking to throw on second down. Bonds. Throw left side complete. That's Barrett. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. A throw over the middle, taken in.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
To throw on second down. Bonds.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Off the play fake. Bonds. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Off play action. Bonds. And it's caught. And he's brought down. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And Carolina scores to cap it off. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Washington offense set to take over again.
That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Got his man complete. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Bonds. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bonds. That is caught inside the 5.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 3 yards out.
And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Bonds. He finds his man, complete. That's Brewer. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go. And he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
On 1st down, Bonds. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll look to throw again. Delivers on the crosser to McBride. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. From a yard out. And the
Panthers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Panthers touchdown. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw.
They'll get this out wide here to Elliott. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Now with a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it, show him what he's made of.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Bonds. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bonds. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback.
But touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Commanders' offense set to take over. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Now is the punter, Jordan Stout.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bonds. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Finding room at midfield.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground. And here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC divisional round game. And you can see the result there. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Washington. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Panthers ready to go back to work to start the 3rd quarter.
And they have made this look easy. There's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest.
His first catch of this 3rd quarter, he had 7 in the first half. It's also a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson
In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Bonds over the middle, complete. It's Barrett. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 67 yards.
And the Panthers have taken a 5-touchdown lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll set up a throw, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw, and he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 25 yards that time.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Bonds. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Bonds. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bonds. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Robinson gets the toss on the right side. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Well, you hate that defensively. They had him pretty well corralled, but the face mask, that obviously changes things.
Yeah, it's a bit frustrating because you feel like you did everything right. You had him stop, but the hand gets up just a little too high, and the natural inclination is to hold on, and that's going to get called every time.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
When you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't served well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he finds McLaurin.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He gets this one to Boyd. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 23. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Back to throw. Bonds. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Bonds. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barrett.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's the option play now to the left. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Back to throw. Bonds. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, just impressive in all 3 phases. Offense, defense, special teams have really done their job. And here the offense doing its part yet again with another score in the 4th quarter.
I know it seems like something we shouldn't do because the scoreboard does tell it all. But let's set it aside for a moment. This game was absolutely memorable with how they played it. Really terrific effort. Really well executed. Congratulations to them.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Commanders preparing for their next possession. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They're going to look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Washington going to send out their punter
as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. Bonds. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Back to throw. Bonds.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And some room to work.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. Conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.